Hello everyone. Today's topic is while loop in Python. Already we have the basic concepts of looping, and while loop is having various variety, which is very flexible loop, versatile loop we can say, which is appropriate at various situations. So let's start moving ahead with various examples in while loop. We know that there are basic three components of any loop, that is initialization. Initialization, where x is being assigned with the value 8, that is the initial position, initial situation. And then we are applying the condition that this while loop, while is the keyword, while x less than equal to 15. That means this is condition checking. The loop will be checking that x is less than 15, then the processing will continue. If x is more than 15, the condition will turn false and the process of loop will break. So initialization, condition checking, and then whatever statement we would like to add within the loop, that is compound statements, whichever group of statements we'd like to add within the loop, those are being added over here. And this is, we can say this is the updation. So when we do the processing, x equal to 8, 8 less than 15, that is true. Then as the colon, after colon, whichever statement is written, that comes within the loop. So these two statements are within while loop. Printing of x will be there, and in case we don't want printing, we want other calculation, we can go ahead for that, and then updation. So x's value 8, then 9, then 10. This whole process will line number 3 is the conditional part. 4 and 5 will keep on moving, iterating till the condition is true. After that, when the value of x will turn to 9, the process will terminate. So after terminating the process, it will check the value of x, that will turn to 9, or we can get it 9. So this process will simply give 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. You can see here it has given values from 8 to 15. And if we are printing the value of x over here, we are getting 16. Because as we have seen in the code, till x is less than 15 or equal to 15, the process will go when this situation. So what is the earliest moment when x will turn or the situation will be false? The earliest or the first situation when the process will be true, the condition will be true, that will be 16, because till 15 the process will go. So this is a simple format or example of while loop, where we have to take care of initialization, condition checking, updation. If any of the three is disbalanced, the result will be infinite loop, or the loop will not process, or any other abnormal situation. Initialization, condition checking and updation, all three are important for while loop. Let's see another example. Many examples like series or pattern, whichever we have done with for loop or we can do with for loop, can be done with while loop also. All the examples. While loop is very versatile. All the examples of series, patterns or any number checking which we have done with for loop can be done with while loop even. So a little different example where we are counting the number of digits or we are counting digits in a number. Count the digits in a number. So one example I have taken 78654, then count 0 where NO greater than 0. This situation is true because 78654 is more than 0 and counts initial value 0. You can do the right in here. NO equal to NO floor division 10. So when we'll do floor division 10, we'll get the quotient that is 7865. 7865. Because fully quotient part we'll only consider as we are using floor division, it won't be giving in decimals. And then count equal to count plus 1. That is in short written with assignment operator, count plus equal to 1. So here NO if we take and then count. Count for counting the number of digits. Here NO's value initial is 78654, count is 0, initial value, and NO greater than 0 as it is 78654, this is greater than 0. We have done floor division, so the number turned into 7865 because it won't consider the remainder, and count has been increased to 1. Now this statement is outside the loop. Again, these two statements will be under repetition. And after count turn to 1, again condition is checked. Is NO greater than 0? Yes, 7865 greater than 0. Again floor division, so it will be 786. Count increase to 2. Then again NO greater than 0, yes, 786 greater than 0. Then again floor division, that is 78. And then count increase to 3. Then again NO greater than 0, yes, 78 greater than 0. And then floor division, NO floor division 10, 7. And then count is 4. 7 greater than 0, yes. Then 7 floor division 10. So this time it will be, NO will be 0. But count will increase once more, that is 5. And then when condition will be checked here, because NO lastly turned to 0. 0 greater than 0, no. The loop will terminate as the condition is false. So while loop terminates when the condition becomes false. So now the condition becomes false, the loop will terminate. And after terminating of loop, when we print count, how much it will print? It will print 5. So this is the way we can count the number of digits. And this loop process of while loop can help you to solve many examples or many questions. Another example we'll see related to this only, this pattern only. Many questions can be solved by this way. Next program is sum the digits. sum of the digits of a number. So here the number is 7265. The same we will process. The condition is same, only we are remainders. We are catching the remainders and we are adding the remainders in a variable named s. So remainder means when first time we'll mod 10 we'll do. So first time the number is 7265. So 7265 mod 10. The remainder will be 5. After that number is reduced to 7 to 6 as we are dividing it by 10. So number will remain 7 to 6 and the remainder is being added into s, that is 0 plus 5 remainder. So you make the columns as I do and just do the dry run. S will store the remainders. So first it will store 5, then 6, then 2, then 7. That means in reverse order. All the remainders will get stored in S. And finally, it will give the response 20. So in the same way as the previous program we have do the processing, you can do also remainder. Remainder is here collecting. Remainder is like first it will give 5 which is getting stored in sum. Then it will give 6 which is getting stored in sum. Then it will give 2 which is getting stored in sum. Then it will give 7 which is getting stored in sum. So accumulation of remainder is there in S. So this is how it will give the sum of the digits. Let's run this. Hopefully it will give the correct response. So 20. If we add the digits, it will give the correct response. Yeah. So let's now move to the another program.
In this, number is 7265 which is to be reversed. So rev equal to 0 initialized, number greater than 0, 7265 greater than 0, yes. So initial value of number is 7265. This is the initial value. And this is the initial value for REV. REV is just a symbolic representation for storing the reverse number, REM for remainder, and NO is the original number. NO greater than 0, yes, then remainder taken out of the number 7265, that is 5. And then NO float division 10, so the number turned to 726. Rev is initialized by 0, so 0 into 10 will be 0 plus rem, so 5. So now rev is 5. So wherever I am doing the processing, I am putting the tick mark over there. So rev is 5. After that, condition is checked. NO greater than 0, yes, 726 greater than 0. Then again remainder taken out of 726, that is, now this time remainder came as 6. Now, NO float division 10, so it will turn to 7, 2. REV's previous value was 5, so 5 into 10. Here 5 into 10, so 50 plus current remainder is 6. So 56 REV will store. Then NO greater than 0, yes, 72 greater than 0. Then again remainder taken out of 72, that is 2. Now again number float division 10. So 72 float division 10. So it will turn to 7. So number turned to 7. Then REV into 10. So REV is already having 56. 56 into 10, 560. And the current remainder 2. So it will be 562. Then again number greater than 0. Yes, 7 is greater than 0. The number mod 10, 7 mod 10. So remainder will come as 7. Then floor division 7. Floor division 10. So now the number will turn to 0. REV into 10. So REV's previous value was 562. 562 into 10 is 5620 plus REM. So REM is 7. So 5620 plus 7 is 5627. And then the condition will be checked. Is number greater than 0? No. Due to this, the number will turn to 0 and the process will terminate because as the condition is false. And after that, printing statement comes. So reverse will be printed. So here we have the reverse number of original number was 7265 and the reverse number we are getting, that is 5627. After reversing the number, let's understand the palindrome number. Now, what is palindrome number? Palindrome number, when reversing, after reversing, if we are getting the same number as a result, that is palindrome number. For example, you can see on the screen, these numbers are written like if I am inputting 1 to 1 and in return if I am getting the same number, that is said as palindrome number. But if I am entering 231 and in return I am getting 132, this is a non-palindrome number. This is again another example of palindrome number. So this is palindrome number. But half of the coding, whatever we have done in reversing, it is same. Not half, 90% the coding is same. So let's start with one example. I have taken one example of a number. Then what is the use of this? Later on I'll discuss of this line, that is of much use. The same process of reversing. Only one statement added, written here. Reverse number is equal to temp. Now what is temp? NO is the original number. When the process of this number, if I am just omitting this line or keeping in comment entry and I am putting here NO, right? Now after reversing, reverse number is stored in REV. And as we know, original number is there in NO. So reverse number and original number, if they are same, that means the number is palindrome. So we'll run this. The output should be the number is palindrome. The number is not palindrome. Just we'll try to enter a not palindrome number. Maybe it will come a palindrome number reverse, because earlier it was coming reverse for palindrome number. Now maybe for non-palindrome number it is giving palindrome. Again it is giving not palindrome. That means there is some logical problem. Where is that logical issue is lying? Can anyone tell? Yes, whatever you are telling, whatever you are responding, whatever you are thinking is correct. Exactly the same. What I am thinking and you are, that is same. Yes, the number NO will turn 0 after this loop. When this loop will terminate, obviously number is getting reduced every time divided by 10, and the situation will come when number will turn to 0 and the loop will terminate. So after regularly dividing iteration of while loop, the number will turn to 0. And when we are comparing here, if you print NO here, you will get 0. And when we are, and reverse is giving the correct answer of reversed number. But NO is 0, so they are not matching. So answer is always, the number is not palindrome, not palindrome. So now what we need to do, we need to preserve the original number and then proceed. Before destroying the original number, before manipulating the original number in while loop, we will just save it somewhere so that for future use. For that purpose, I have taken temp over here. So NO's value is stored in temp. So it is for storing comment in comment line I have given so that you can understand. This is the use of comment line. Documentation. So original number is stored in temp. Now I'll not be comparing with NO, I'll be comparing with temp. So it should come now. The number is not palindrome because the number is 1332. So exactly it is coming not palindrome. Now if I enter the palindrome number, you can give keyboard input also. Let's run this and you got the number is palindrome. So this is how we can check for palindrome number. Another example, there are very special numbers, many special numbers in which you can use this logic. One is Armstrong number. I'm not going to give you the solution, that you have to do. Armstrong. Now what is Armstrong number? I'll be putting this in documentation. What is Armstrong number? Very rare numbers are Armstrong, like 1, 153. Why? Because individual digits cube to be added. If we take the example of 1 is 1 cube we will be getting is 1 only. So 1 is an Armstrong. Now 153. I'll be doing 1's cube means 1 into 1 into 1 plus 5 into 5 into 5 plus 3 into 3 into 3. How much it will be? 153. This is 1. This is 125. And this is 27. So when you add it up, you'll get 153. It's not that my mind is calculator. I know, that's why I'm telling this is 1. This is 125 and this is 27. When you add it, you will be getting 153. So the original number was 153 and after individual digits cube, that means first digits cubes plus second digits cube plus third digits cube. If they are added, then they are coming equal to the original number. So this is an Armstrong number. So if the number is Armstrong, your coding should produce the response, the number is Armstrong. If the number is not Armstrong, your coding should respond, the number is not Armstrong. Very rare numbers are Armstrong. Then after that in 900 something there is one Armstrong number. So very less numbers are there. Then you can, if you have understood this one, then you can find out the series of Armstrong numbers between 1 to 1000. That also you can do, as we have already done the series of prime numbers, series of other numbers, series of Armstrong numbers between 1 to 1000, 1 to 500 as per your wish. So that way also you can proceed in this. Now let's have another format or another advantage of while loop. In this program, this is choice based program. Means till the user will be entering Y, the process will go. When the user will give the option of any other character, the process will terminate. So roughly I have written this. So choice initially is Y. So that means the first time process will be entering to while loop normally. And then do you want to continue? That input we have taken. Then count plus 1. So as many times do you want to continue will come, that many times counter will be increased. And later on we are printing the counter. So let's run this. Do you want to continue? Yes. Do you want to continue? Yes. Do you want to continue? Yes. Do you want to continue? No. So the 4 times process has gone. Means, do you want to continue input? Do you want to continue input? You can compare the code. As many times do you want to continue, that many times counter has been increased. So counter has been increased for 4 times. That means process has gone for 4 times, and after 4th attempt the process will terminate. So when this is useful, when we don't know how many times the process should go, that means based on the choice of user. Right now I am the user. On my choice it is based that how long it will continue. So that was my choice, how long it will continue. If your choice is there that in 1 attempt the process should terminate, you can do that also. Do you want to continue? No. So only 1 time do you want to continue came, and after do you want to continue, we are increasing count, so it has come 1. Finally I am just printing the value of count just to signify, otherwise that is of not much use. Just to if I press Y, so this is how that depends on, it's not that we are fixing like in otherwise in for loop we are fixing the range that from here to here it will go, and in while loop also 1 to 5 we are not fixing how many times the process will go. That is depending upon our choice. If we want to continue as long 100 times 200 times, you keep on pressing Y, the process will go. But if you want to terminate it early for 3 attempts, after 3 attempts, after 5 attempts, after any number of attempts, that is also in your hand. So Y, the capital Y is taken as acceptance, otherwise any other character will terminate the loop. You can put any other choice. I have taken Y goes towards yes, that is why. You can take any character, you can take any string there, yes, no, true, false, means any string you can use there, or you can do this with number also, so that depends. So this is very powerful logic for when we don't know the number of times. The handler or the user of this software will control that how many times I want the process. The programmer is not fixing earlier that these many times the process will go, or programmer is not asking earlier. Sometimes it happens that programmer asks earlier that how many times you want the process to go. Suppose the user has not decided that time. Due course further the one who is running the code will be deciding in further process. The one who is running the code has not decided at starting. Later on, according to the work, according to the requirement, the user will decide. User means one who is going to run the program, and developer is one who has created the program. So developer won't be asking that how many times you want the process to go. This is completely in the hand of user, that how many times the user wants the process to go. If my requirement is such that 1 time, 2 time, I'll do so. If the requirement is such that 5 times, 6 times, I'll do so. So based on the requirement, the choices will be made, and accordingly the process will go. So I have made one program based on this. Yes, the program is a little lengthy. But that is going to help to understand this one. Let's close this program. Now, choice-based program, just I'll explain the working of this program. Choice is yes. If choice is initially yes, if you don't want to initially keep it yes, you can keep it no, and then before entering the while loop, you can ask here, you can ask for the choice. If you want that, you don't want to fix it, you want initially only, you don't want to fix yes, initially only the choice to be asked, yes or no, initially only. So before entering into the while loop, you can ask by taking help of input function. Otherwise, if I have already made yes, that means obviously at least one, this process will go at least once because already I have kept the choice yes. So already it minimum it will go for once, minimum. And a menu is printed as you are experiencing the menu means option 1 to do this. Even when you call to the customer care, you are getting options. Press 1 to do this, press 2 to do this, press 3 to listen to the music. So likewise you can press the choices and then enter the option according to the menu given, this message. So here ch is for options. Choice is for running the process the number of times. So take care here, choice is for number of times the process will go, keeping track of that. And ch is for internal choice. This is the main choice whether you want the process to go or not. If you want the process to go or not, if you want the process to go and after the process runs, what option you want to go for? As in menu choice, you are getting in ATM machines, you are getting in games. So choice is there. After, if you are ready to play the game of your, or you are ready to visit to the ATM machine, after that, now at this point you are ready, and at this point choice is being asked that if you are ready, what you would like to do. Choices are there. One for positive even odd and 2 for positive negative. This process you can exceed or you can add more processing to this. I have added 2 process, 1 for even odd and 2 for positive and negative. So ch is different and choice is different. Ch is for options, that which option would you like to go when the process started, and choice is for tracking the process, number of times the process will go. Now after saying yes, menu will come and it will ask according to the menu which option you would like to go. If I am pressing 1, this even odd concept will be taken out. If I'll say 2, this negative positive can be. You can increase it also. You can make a calculator based on this. If choice 1, add 2 numbers. If choice 2, subtract 2 numbers. If choice 3, multiply 2 numbers. If choice 4, divide 2 numbers. So likewise you can proceed. And if not choice 1, not choice 2, a message will come wrong choice. Suppose option is given only for 1 and 2 and you have pressed any other number than 1 and 2. Option here I am giving only for 1 and 2, but you are pressing any other number. So what any particular, we have to think for every situation. So a particular message, wrong choice will come here. Now, this is the part for choice making and working. Now, choice making and working is over. Now, again, we want this process to execute once more. By if else, we are just giving the options, but whole process to run once more. For that purpose, again I am giving message. Do you want to enter the choice? Press yes to continue, otherwise N. N or any other character. Yes for only yes I have taken for continuing, any other character for terminating, and then asking the choice. Choice means whether you would like to visit to that menu once again. Like in ATM machine also, when you have done with one action, suppose you are viewing the balance. After viewing the balance, you want to withdraw the money. Then again the menu will come. Again. And first attempt the menu came and you have seen the balance. Now before exiting, it will ask, would you like to process again? If yes, again the process will come, and this time you can withdraw the money. So menu will keep on coming based on your choice. So this choice is, already I've explained, this choice is for running the loop, process again and again. Running the choice again and again. That for running again and again we have loop, and for options we have if else. Now we'll run it and try to understand. I'll maximize this. Okay, first I'll close, then again I'll run so that we can get neat and clean screen. See, this kind of menu has occurred. Options are 1, 2, else wrong choice. So this menu you can make it in a perfect way, tabular way, options in one row and the description in another row, or options in one column and description in another column. You can make it more better than you are viewing. Then after presenting the menu, this is known as menu, 1 for this, 2 for this, else wrong choice. 1 for this, 2 for this, any other value, wrong choice. Now it is asking, enter the option according to the menu given. That means above menu given. So I am entering 1. You can see the coding screen side by side. I am entering 1. Then when I entered 1, that means it is going to choice 1 for even odd. Enter the number 5. The number is odd. You can see here the number is odd. Do you want to enter the choice? Press yes to continue. Because it has gone to choice 1, then it won't go to choice 2 or else. It will come out here. Do you want to continue? If enter your choice. If I am entering, again this menu came because I have entered yes. So yes, in choice, what will be the value here? In choice, what will be the value? Here, YES, capital Y, small es. In choice, we have YES. And again, when we are going up here for condition checking, because while will not be terminating till yes is entered. So choice is already having YES, because as we have entered YES, you can see here I have entered YES. So that has gone, enter your choice. That has gone where? Enter your choice. That has gone to choice variable, and then it is being checked. Choice variable is having YES. Is YES equivalent to YES? Yes. Again the menu came. And then again I have to give any option. This time I am giving 2. Enter the number. I have to scroll down, then you can see it properly. -1. The number is negative. Or I'll run it. I'll run it once again. This time option 2. -8. The number is negative. Do you want to run once again? Yes. Now option 3. Wrong choice. It came wrong choice. Do you want to continue? I can press any, I can hit any key and it will be working. The program terminated any key, not only, so only for continuing we have to press YES. For continuing YES, otherwise at any key hit it will terminate. Now you try out this process and you can do various programs inside this. Like I have taken for even, odd, positive, negative. You can take for any other coding. Prime, not prime, perfect number, Fibonacci series, any. If choice is 1, Fibonacci series. If choice is 2, Tribonacci series. There is one series, Tribonacci series also, which I will be discussing in my another video. So Fibonacci series, choice 2, Tribonacci series, choice 3, sum of the odd numbers, choice 4, sum of the even numbers, Likewise, you can create more choices over here. Main concept was how to use while loop for users choice based. So again and again, if we want the menu, this process has to be done. Hopefully this is clear to you. This is for you at last of this video, appropriate for this situation. And yes, this is showing the exact feeling of a student, be a boy or a girl or anyone who is student. So thank you for this time. We'll meet again. We'll discuss next topic in next video. Thank you.